What's up, guys? All right, so look, something came up today and I thought we should discuss a little bit. You don't always have to taper Suboxone. You don't have to stop it. You can continue your treatment. So just because, your friend, tapered off after a few months of being on it, doesn't mean that's your plan or whatever. You have to align, your actions with what your goals are, right? And your initial goal is going to have to be to stay off of drugs. It's going to have to be to stay sober and clean. And so you have to then align your treatment and your recovery process with the goal of staying clean and sober. And you think, no, that's a no-brainer, doc. But the problem is sometimes we get caught up in other things in our lives. Like we want to be off all medicines, or, we don't want to have to go to the clinic or have to do this or that or whatever. And sometimes those things start to interact. So maybe you're tapering and it's going really well and you're getting down to low doses, but then something changes. Like maybe you have to change jobs, or possibly you're bringing in, your sister's kids. You're going to help raise your sister's kids for the next few months. And, it's just some major life stressors. Well, that might be a time where you have to pause and reflect. Maybe you don't need to continue the taper right now. Maybe you just need to maintain, give it a few months and then reevaluate, reassess. Like the taper process doesn't mean once you start, you have to continue until you're done, okay? Everything in your recovery should be constant reflection and thinking back on where you're at, where you've been, and where you're going, okay? Now, we can't live constantly in the time machine. We can't beat ourselves up over the past or be worried about the future. We have to take right now, make decisions, and then take action on those decisions. And so that's why I say everybody's recovery process is different. So just because there's some plan on the internet that says taper off Suboxone in 16 weeks, or somebody else says do it this way, it doesn't mean that's the way you're going to do it, right? Because you have to align your actions with your goals. And your goal has to be to survive. It has to be to stay sober and clean. You cannot go back to heroin. You cannot go back to pills. So what do you need to do to make that goal your constant reality? And then that's how you set up your recovery plan, guys. And you constantly reevaluate, reflect, and make the changes and the adjustments that are needed. So this is the kind of stuff you got to be talking to your doctor with, okay? And it's okay if 1 month you go to your doctor and you're like, man, I am ready to taper. And the next month you go, man, something just happened, okay? It doesn't mean you've gone backwards. It means you're actually being smart with your recovery. That's what I want my patients to do. I want them constantly thinking about what is going on in their lives and what do we need to adjust so that they can recover long term. Okay? All right, guys. Hope that was helpful. And guys, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Peace.